All right, so let's look at our problems for today. So we have two problems. One's a one-step problem and one's a two-step problem. So let's look at the first one. Lo has 276 stickers. She went to the store and bought 321 more stickers. Dom has 281 stickers. How many stickers does Lo have in all? So that's the first time, so let's read it the second time. Lo has 276 stickers. She went to the store and bought 321 more stickers. Dom has 281 stickers. How many stickers does Lo have in all? Well, again, I'm looking at this and I see three numbers. So part of me wants to say this is my two-step problem. But my question is only asking about Lo. It has nothing to do with Dom. So Dom is just extra information that I don't need to know. So really, I just need to know about Lo. So I'm going to make my strip diagram to show that she has 276 stickers. She went to the store and bought 321 more stickers. And I'm trying to figure out how many stickers she has together. So my equation is going to read the same way. 276 plus 321 equals the total number of stickers. So now I'm going to estimate. So I'm going to go ahead and bring down my estimation. So here's my equation that I'm going to bring down. And I'm going to still use the rounding as my form of estimation to help me. So I'm going to start with 276. I have 200 on this side and I have 300 on this side. And 276 is somewhere around here. And let's look at it. Is 276 closer to 200 or is 276 closer to 300? That's right, it's closer to 300. So 276 rounds to 300. So let's do the same thing for 321. Again, I have 300 on this side and I have 400 on this side. 321 is somewhere around here. So let's look at it. Is 321 closer to 300 or is 321 closer to 400? That's right, it's closer to 300. So since it's closer to 300, we can say 321 rounds to 300. Now my new equation is going to be 300 plus 300 equals my total number of stickers. So I'm going to use base 10 blocks to actually solve this problem. So I'm going to have two groups of 300, a group of 300 and a group of 300. So there are my groups of 300, and if I count them, I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So I know Lo has about 600 stickers. So now I'm actually going to solve the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my equation down. And this time, again, I'm going to use base 10 blocks. So I'm going to model 276 and 321. But I'm going to actually use expanded form first, just to make sure I use the right number of base 10 blocks. So I have my expanded form. And then, after I've broken it into expanded form, I'm going to use base 10 blocks. So I have 200 plus 70 plus 6. I have 300 plus 20 plus 1. So for 276, I have 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my 276. Plus 321, 100, 200, 300, 10, 20, and one more. Now I'm going to add these together. So I'm going to start at my ones place. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 ones. Then I'm going to go to my tens place. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And finally, I'm going to count my hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So whenever I put all of those together, I get a total of 597 stickers. Now remember, the last piece we have to do is always check our answer with our estimation to make sure our answer was reasonable. So I said 597 stickers was our answer, and we said our estimation was 600. 597 and 600 are pretty close, so I know my answer is reasonable. Let's look at the next question. Gael bought 4 bags of candy from the store. There were 18 pieces of candy in each bag. He then found 17 more pieces of candy at home. How much candy does Gael have in all? That was the first time. Now let's read it a second time. Gael bought 4 bags of candy from the store. There were 18 pieces of candy in each bag. He then found 17 more pieces of candy at home. How much candy does Gael have in all? So this time I'm looking at it and I know that he has 4 bags of candy. There are 18 pieces of candy in each bag. And then once he gets home, he finds 17 more pieces of candy. So this is my, drum roll please, my two-step problem. So I'm going to start with the first step, which is he bought 4 bags of candy, and each bag has 18 pieces. So I have my strip diagram. Here's bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, and there's 18 pieces in each one, and I'm trying to figure out how much candy he has altogether. So I'm going to go ahead and write my equation. So it would be 4 groups of 18. Remember that multiplication sign means groups of. So 4 groups of 18 is going to tell me how much candy he has in total. Now I can move to my second step. So my second step says he finds 17 more pieces. So my strip diagram is going to look something like this. I'm going to use the total number of candy from step 1. I'm going to add 17 more pieces, and then that's going to tell me how much candy he has in all. So my equation is going to look something like this. My total number of candy from step 1 plus 17 equals how much candy Gael has in all. So let's actually go ahead and start estimating and solving. So we're going to first bring down our first equation over here to our estimation. 4 times 18 equals some number of candy. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave 4 alone for this problem. I could round it if I want to. And I'm going to go ahead and round 18. 18 is not that friendly to work with. So I'm going to see what it rounds to. So I have 10 on this side. I have 20 on this side. Is 18 closer to 10 or is 18 closer to 20? Nice job. You guys are getting really good at rounding. 18 is definitely closer to 20. So I'm going to say 18 rounds to 20. Now I'm going to write my new equation. So I'm going to say 4 times 20, or 4 groups of 20. And you know what? I'm going to actually model 4 groups of 20 with my base 10 blocks. So I have 1 group of 20, 2 groups of 20, 3 groups of 20, 4 groups of 20. And if I want to know how much it is, I can just count by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I know that he has 80 pieces of candy. Now I highlighted it just to help me remember I need this information for my second step. So let's go ahead and bring down our equation for our second step. Excuse me. It says total candy plus 17 equals the number of candy he has in all. Well, I know my total candy from step 1 because I just figured it out with 18. So I'm going to put that in there. So I have 18 plus 17 equals how much candy in all? Well, I just rounded to get to the 18. So let's do the same thing for the 17. To get to the 80, sorry, not to the 18. So if I'm at 17, I'm going to have 10 over here and 20 over here. Is 17 closer to 10 or is 17 closer to 20? That's right. You guys are so smart. I'm proud of you. 17 rounds to 20. So again, I'm going to rewrite my equation. So instead of 18 plus 8, 80 plus 17, I'm now going to have 80 plus 20. And again, I'm going to use base 10 blocks to help me. So there's my 80, and here's 20 more. And if I just count by 10s, I can figure it out. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I know that Gael has about 100 pieces of candy in all. That's my estimation. So let's actually solve it. So I'm going to bring down my first equation. 4 times 18 equals the total number of candy. I'm going to use partial products to help me solve this problem, and I'm going to use base 10s within my partial products to help me. So I'm going to decompose 18 into 10 and 8, and then the 4 is going to stay the same. So I have 4 groups of 10 right here, and I have 4 groups of 8 right here. Again, I use my base 10 blocks to help me, so I am able to count them if I need them. If you don't need them, that's okay. You don't have to use them. But if you need them, use them. I know that 4 groups of 10, or 4 times 10 is 40. And if I have 4 groups of 8, if I wanted to count them, I could do that. And after I do that, I get to 32. So when I add 40 plus 32, I'm going to get my answer of 72 pieces of candy. So I know that Gael has 72 pieces of candy. So my final step is to bring down the second part where it says question mark plus 17 equals the candy and all. Well, I know the first question mark is going to be 72, so I'm going to rewrite my equation. 72 plus 17 equals question mark. Again, I'm going to use base 10 blocks. I like base 10 blocks. So 72, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2. Plus 17, 10, 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And if I add all those together, I get my answer. So let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So that means that I have something wrong. Hang on, let me look at that again. Alright, sorry about that. I made a mistake. Oops. It happens to all of us. So I have 89 pieces of candy in all. Now remember, the last thing I'm going to do is check my answer to make sure it's reasonable. So I had said that it was 89 pieces in all, and my estimate was 100 pieces. You know what? 89 and 100 are really close together, so I know my answer is reasonable.